Hey everyone, I'm Lindsay Hoffman and welcome to the Dose of Bliss show where I bring the most inspirational people I know to share with you their doses of bliss. Today I'm really excited because we have the Ochoa Brothers here today.
Nice.
Yay.
Thank you. That's an intro.
Yay, oh, I'm glad you liked it.
Professional.
So how about, since we have a couple of you guys here today and we usually don't have this many people on Dose of Bliss, you guys introduce yourselves and say what you're most known for.
Okay. You want me to
You can start. You're
Okay.
on the
I don't know. Okay. I'm Raymond Ochoa. Guess you can consider me known for. I mean, the biggest project I've ever done, I guess, would be the Good Dinosaur. I mean, but right now the music is probably the thing that we're focused most on. We'll talk more about that later. But the Good Dinosaur, I played Arlo. It was a Pixar movie. I was the main character in that movie. So that's what a lot of people. I guess. But yeah. So there's that. But then the music group that's taken off as well.
Yeah, you guys are, for those of you watching who may not be familiar, they are a group together, the next big thing.
Yeah, working on it.
Yeah.
Working on that.
I'm Ryan. I was on, like a long time ago, I was on iCarly on Nickelodeon, and then I was on Pair of Kings on Disney XD, and now I've transitioned into film, and I've been doing some really cool projects, starring in which I'm very blessed. And now, like you said, we're focusing on our music career, which has been keeping us very busy.
I love the wording, transitioning into.
I mean, it's what happened. Exactly. I'm Bobby. Well, I'm Robert, but I go by Bobby. I mean, we all started in the business, and I focus a lot on photography now. But like you said, it's our music group. It's our main focus right now is our music. And he is the singer.
That's awesome.
He won't tell anybody, but he is the singer. He is the voice.
We'll talk him up. We'll talk
of the group. Yes.
Yeah, before we get in the story of how you got there, can you tell everyone a little bit what your music's like?
Yes. You want to? I think you can knock it out.
You said what's our like?
Yeah, what's like the genre of the music?
So originally when we started, we kind of decided to do something a little different. We kind of didn't know exactly what was the perfect genre for us, because it's like we like certain music, we like other certain music. All of us have our own opinions,
We have our own
like
taste,
this and that.
that's the thing.
We're like, how can we mix that all together for one? And we were like, what if we create a genre ourselves? We kind of have a mixture of, it's called hip hop hype music. So it's a mixture of of what you'd say like LMFAO's like rap style, but then it's like dance music, kind of. So but our new album, that's like another thing we talk about. Our newer style album is a new feel too. It's something new, and we've kind of been able to now really I don't know how to explain it.
We've grown over the years.
Yeah,
I think
not only have we matured as artists, we're embracing our musical talents in the new album. Like I said, he's singing. Everybody knows like our old songs. We didn't sing in the songs. We've just grown up, and this new album is us really. It's us showcasing what we really want to, have wanted to do music for, what we wanted to write about, the things that us boys actually, witness and go through in life and everything. We've really poured our hearts out, hours and hours of time on this new album to really just showcase the music that I feel like we were meant to make.
I think the main thing was when we started the group, it was more so of us just wanting to do music and do something with our brothers, and that was kind of what the focus was. But now as we've been doing it for around 6 years now, so our artistic abilities have definitely grown. So back then, we would dabble in the singing aspect, but none of us were strong and confident to do it. But now he's fully into that. He used to rap with us, we would all do that. But now he's like, you know what? I mainly want to focus on singing. So he went and kind of pursued something. He's been working vocally on himself to basically make the music sound better, and it shows how passionate we truly are about it. But we keep everything clean. Our music is very. Like you say, it's all about inspirational. We try to keep it where whoever's listening to it, our audience, is either being inspired or just having a really good time. They're gonna enjoy themselves. It's nothing that you're gonna come. If you come to a show, you're gonna have an experience, but also you're gonna just enjoy yourself. You're gonna have a good time. You're gonna be happy. You're gonna laugh, and that's what we want to do. We want to bring joy to the world. That's just the simplest form of it.
That's what I love about you guys, because you were telling me, and we all know that you guys are all about quotes, which I'm all about that too.
Yeah.
How did you get that way? Because what I love about having people like you guys on the show is you have achieved success in ways that other people haven't. You've been in a Pixar movie, you've been on Disney, you've been a photographer, you're in a band. You're kind of the higher level that a lot of people aspire to be. So what motivational things are you kind of thinking that get you to be that way? Because it is a mindset to be there.
Well, as much as everything you say, like, it's very appreciated, but the truth is it, it always hasn't been like that. And it's still to this day, we're still working really hard to, get our newest album the recognition we want, because nothing has been handed to us. And we can say that a million times, but everything has been through hard work and still is. And hours of time and traveling and really showing our fans ultimately that nothing is done, nothing is achieved.
Given.
Yeah, nothing is handed to you. And everything in our careers, from my acting career, our music career, in life in general, we showcase like inspiration and positivity because we actually live it, and we're going through the same struggles, the same hardships that everybody else goes through, and that's why people can feel it, because it happens to us on the daily. For us being so young, we've experienced tremendous loss, in our family, and just all of those really have just built up, to be able to now show the world that, look, it's not just all, awesome in the life that, it looks. We're actually, we're normal people. We have normal problems, and yeah, we're working hard just like everybody else. So.
And I think well, first off, to answer kind of your question, the way we were raised was simply just to be more positive and think positively and give that out to other people. But like you said, we've gone through so much that whatever happens and whatever success that has been achieved or is gonna be achieved, no matter what, it's gonna be a good thing, because it's like we're just trying to show people, like, look at. It's like, people say follow your dreams, but you never really have someone that you can actually follow their full step, Basically, our whole life we've been filmed or whatever. You can literally see our entire life being grown up. So you can literally watch what we've experienced. You can see that it's actually possible. So no matter what, it's an inspiration to whoever, because it's like, we just want to be like, look, you can do it. It's like, no matter what, I don't care what the problem is, what's going around, you can achieve whatever you set your mind to. And that's what our main motivation is to show people, like, look, you really can do this. It's not just like, something can be handed to whoever. It's like, if you work hard for it, you will achieve where you want to be.
And it's not just us saying words. Like, I do like to give examples, and here's just like a quick thing. People knew that I was on a Disney show. Well, as soon as it ended, you would think that everything was going to be great, and all of a sudden I would be working like crazy. And well, I didn't work for an entire year. I was like in this massive slump that, it was almost strange for me, considering that I was living on a set for 4 years of my life. You had the cameras on you. I would go to interviews. I would go to huge movie premieres. Everything was great, and then all of a sudden, overnight, it was flipped on me like a switch, and that hits you like as a person. That challenged you as a person of, how are you gonna build yourself up? That I was at the top, 5 minutes ago, and then 5 minutes later, now I'm at the bottom, and I have to rise again. And through that rise, that's what really showed me the person that I need to be and that I want to be. And it's helped me now years later of giving me this mentality, this mindset. And it's also let me instill it on my brothers of, look, I've had this once, but at the end of the day, none of it matters. What matters is family, friends, and keeping the relationships, and just being a good person and being kind to other people, because you could be at the top, you could be at the bottom, but sharing a smile with one person that will last forever.
And like you said, when he was going through that whole, year or whatever, the thing I respect the most about him is, he didn't give up. Every audition or whatever it was, he would go to it. He, prepared 100%. I've never seen someone prepare so hard for something. It could be the most minor thing in the world, but this guy puts his mind to it to, achieve that thing. And
because rejection is real.
Exactly.
And it's very real.
Cool. It's cool. And as a younger brother, someone to look up to would be someone like him, because it's like, you would expect someone to be in that, slump and be like, I'm just going to give up. But, this guy, he would train. He would, you'd never stop learning, so he would go to different acting coaches or whatever, or just read or, watch videos to dissect and learn more. And it's like, and that's inspiring, to be like, instead of giving up, he's trying to change that. He's trying to, flip whatever his situation is, and that's really cool to watch. And we've all had that experience, So it's really cool to know that you can change where you come from. He was just, in a movie that was all in theaters and in consideration for an Oscar. So it's like things like that. It's
Nominated for Best Actor,
exactly.
Things like that.
So it shows that situations change. It's as simple as that.
But it's the same with that.
Yeah. How do you guys get you out of that? Because I really like that you're showing, because people see that. They see where you are and they think, okay, you were on a Disney show, you were in a Pixar movie, you guys are doing all these big things, so your life is always like that, but it's not. So how do you get in that mental space to keep going when you want to give up and when people are telling you no?
Surrounding yourself with people like this.
Yeah. Well,
that's a simple
and truthfully, we're fun people. Like, you haven't seen that side of us. It's been all kind of serious the first 8 minutes. We have a good time. I mean, you could have $1 in your wallet. Our biggest inspiration is Dwayne Johnson, and I had the pleasure of meeting him, and he always talks about having $7, and that's the truth. Like, you could have $1 in your wallet, but we could still laugh and have a good time, and nobody would ever know. You know what I mean? So it's like, we love to laugh and have fun.
Well, to add on to this and kind of the last question as well, it kind of all starts, like you said, with how you were raised and stuff, and a big thing with us is like staying grounded, and it's like there's different ways to do that, but for us, going back to his show, we actually grew up like, especially him, but me and him did a couple more years, but we didn't do homeschooling. Like, everyone in our business is like instantly going straight to homeschooling because it's really hard in the business. Plus, we don't live like just in LA. We live like far away.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having us.
But we live farther away, so it's even tougher. Like, how do you balance school, like growing up? Like, we're all graduated now, but like, how do you balance school and
Raymond thankfully graduated.
and the business?
Sorry, I had to tell you.
Sure, exactly.
We didn't know it was gonna happen, but it did.
But like, just for him,
myself.
like, we did it to stay grounded. Like, first off, we stay away from the entertainment side as much as we can. Like, when the cameras are off, it's like we're far away. Like, we're back home where, it's just us. We isolate, not like because we're like, I don't know, not bad people. We do it because like we don't want to be like stuck
writing,
in all the
creativity.
news. We don't want to be in like all the news, all the stuff that's happening right now.
You can get sucked into it.
I think
exactly.
The simplest thing he's trying to say is we try to keep our public life and our private life two different worlds. That's the thing.
True.
So everyone can see this side and see the films and everything, but we still, to keep ourselves sane, we have our private life, so we stay home and we do.
And that's not necessarily mean like private, like, oh, we're like hermits. Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, I still like, everybody knows what I'm doing on the daily, and I'm always posting,
social media,
working out. Like, everybody knows like what I'm doing, but it's just a matter of we just keep it separate. We don't come to LA and it's like, oh, parties, let's go do our interviews, and now we're going out at night. You know what I mean? It's like, no, we're going home. Our mom and dad are our biggest support systems. We have a very close family. Our older brother, who just turned 27, he just moved out last year. Like, he wouldn't have moved out if he wasn't forced to by his job. That's how close our family is, But that's our thing. Like, we're not with our mom and our sister today because we're here. But then later on tonight, like, instead of going out, we'll go home and we'll be with them and we'll have our family time. Like, that's what keeps us grounded. And like you said, we went to public school. We know what a normal life feels like, and that's what is normal. That's what regular people do, and that's what we wanted. And we want to showcase that. And you can't be an example of being a good person if you didn't live that.
I think the main thing is we take what we do as just a job. That's the thing. Everyone has a job. Adults can go get a job. They can work wherever. Our job just, inquires us to be in a film or whatever. And, you can take the limelight. We want to perform. We want to have that. That's great. We love our fans. We love having people out in the crowd. But, we take our thing as a job. We take it when we love what we do. It's as simple as that. So we just take it as a normal thing, and we live normal lives, and it's enjoyable, and that's why we are the way we are, because we don't try to put ourselves in a higher level than everyone else. We're the same, Just like our aunt says,
and
everyone puts their pants on the same way.
Yeah, that's our big, one of our
biggest
main
quote.
quotes is from our aunt. She says everybody puts their pants on the same way. But going off, you said about like our fans, and I think this is another reason that we have such a strong fan base. And like I said, I don't use the word fans or fan base. I don't like that. It's like a family. Ochoa and I's are family.
You know,
Ryan strong. Ochoa and I's are strong. When we're at a show, we're at an invasion. We don't just go and perform and then we dip out and leave. Like we're there for an hour, 2 hours sometimes after, talking with as many people as we can. Because at the end of the day, it's like, yeah, they're fans and they like our music and stuff, but to us, we're, like I said, we're regular people. These are people that like come to our shows and support us. Like that's like really cool. They almost become friends. You know, they almost feel like, wow, this is cool. This person's been to 100 invasions since she was 12 years old and now she's 18, 6 years of every single show she comes to, or, you know, or many of them like that.
Or if you just think of it as if you go to whoever your favorite artist is, like if you go see Bruno Mars in concert, how cool would it be if he came out and just started hanging out with you? You know, it's like, that'd be awesome. Yeah.
And that's what we want. Like we say, one day when we're on, you know, huge shows and we're headlining huge shows, like I don't know how it's going to be possible, but I'm going to make sure there's a way that I can talk to as many people, because who knows when the next time I'll be back there. But the fact that they come to support us for one night or one day, that's not taken for granted at all, and it's really cool to us. But like I said, that's why I think people can actually feel that, and our Ochoanizers know that this is our mindset.
We only have a few minutes left, but before we get into like what you guys are working on and like your final thoughts, but this reminds me of what you're saying is you guys really prioritize your fulfillment and your happiness kind of based off of your family and love versus like your success and your business. And from what I'm hearing from you, and tell me what you think, but it sounds like that's kind of the difference is you don't find your value from your career. That's something that is like an add-on and a plus and a passion, but that's not where your true happiness comes from.
If you took it away from us today,
we'd still be the same people.
We'd still be the same people we were yesterday. You know what I mean?
I just going off what you said, it's basically like in our eyes, like we've had the opportunity and we have the opportunity to do a lot of things, like just to get an audition for, you know, a big movie that not a lot of people get that opportunity, right? Just to get that opportunity is big. But in our eyes, so what I'm trying to say is like, yeah, we have like that opportunity, but at the same time, we don't believe we're in the position where we really want to be. Like we know that there's bigger opportunities for us and bigger places we could be.
We're not going to stop.
So it's like we think of it as if like we don't have anything, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like we want
There's
more.
so much more.
Fight for what we want.
There's so much more. So for somebody, you know, who, you know, is growing up or who looks at us like, wow, they have an awesome life. For us, it's like we're just working. You know, we're just working. You know, you're just starting. Maybe we've had something happen to us, but there's still so much more, and that goes for anybody in their life, in any career or whatever they're doing. There's always another goal. There's always something else that can be achieved, whether it's a job that, you know, we want, or an album that needs to be done, or another person that needs to be inspired for us, or another Ochoanizer that will be gained, you know, tomorrow. So
I love the way you go. I wish we could say more, but we only have really like a minute left. So can you guys tell everybody where they can find you and your music and your final thoughts on that?
Yes. Okay, so everything for me, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, at Ryan Ochoa. The Snapchat is the one crazy rah-rah. Like I said, everything I do is very inspirational, very positive. We got our new album coming out in the next few months, but we have a single dropping for short notice in the next few weeks, so look for it. Everything, music video and everything. So that was the exclusive.
Oh, thank you for the exclusive. What about you guys? We're gonna obviously have it all up on the screen, but
yes. Raymond Ochoa 12 for Instagram and Twitter. Those are the only two things I have. I know I have Snapchat, but I think I deleted the app.
He's exclusive. You only can get him there.
Instagram and Twitter, the only thing is I'm ever on.
And then I'm Robert Ochoa.
The Purge Doctor.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. I also do have an alt Instagram. It's the Purge Doctor. I Twitch. I'm gonna start twitching a lot more. So you can go watch that and enjoy.
And then I'm Robert Ochoa 125 on basically all social medias. And then if you want to follow my photography site, it's at Bob's Focus. Yeah.
Bob's Focus does everything for us.
Yes.
And if you guys want to follow me, I'm Lindsay B. Hoffman. I post these videos to my YouTube channel and my blog, Dose of Bliss, every single Thursday. But if you want to binge watch all the episodes right now, they're on the EverTalk TV app. So thank you guys so much for watching and for this Dose of Bliss, and thank you guys for coming.
Thank you for having us.
us.
This is so awesome.
Bye, everyone.